Political Vigilante, making Gotham great again. So there was an article in the Black Agenda report about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was just sentenced to up to 10 years in prison for the sexual assault. Could have been 30 years. It should have been 3 separate counts at 10 years each, and a total of 30. But then the prosecutors made them all together. So this is the article that was in Black People Don't Need Bill Cosby's Kind of Race, Man. This is from Glen Ford, who is the executive editor of Black Agenda Report. This just came out today. Bill Cosby is getting settled into his new home at Pennsylvania State Correctional Institute at Phoenix, a huge 3,800-bed facility not far from the suburban Philadelphia courtroom where Judge Stephen O'Neill sentenced the 81-year-old comedian to serve no less than 3 years and no more than 10 years for aggravated sexual assault against Andrea Constand in 2004. He's a sexual predator, man. 10 years ain't enough. I mean, he's 81, so if he dies in prison, I guess there's some justice there. He was drugging and raping women for decades. Fuck him. Fuck Harvey Weinstein. Fuck Kevin Spacey. 2004, that was the same year Cosby delivered his infamous pound cake rant at an NAACP award ceremony in Washington, D.C., marking the 50th anniversary of the Brown School desegregation decision. Cosby's contempt for the black poor and their propensity to wind up in prison was on shameless display. Here's a quote from Bill Cosby. "These are not political criminals," Cosby told the tuxedoed celebrants. "These are people going around stealing Coca-Cola, people getting shot in the back of the head over a piece of pound cake, and then we run out and we are outraged, saying the cops shouldn't have shot him. What the hell was he doing with the pound cake in his hand?" Wow. See the wealthy? See what the wealthy people are wealthy and privileged. It doesn't matter. They don't care about the poor. It doesn't matter. It's universal. This is a life Cosby will share with an inmate population that is 46% black. Although blacks make up only 11% of Pennsylvania's general population, most are from the same neighborhoods of Philadelphia that people with names like Shaniqua, Muhammad, and all that crap. That's a quote from, this is a quote from Cosby, come from, and all of them are in jail. This is part of that same pound cake speech from 2004. Cosby's wife, Camille, wasn't at the sentencing hearing, but had earlier compared her husband to Emmett Till. Wow. See, the wealthy are out of touch. It doesn't matter their ethnicity or gender. They're completely out of touch. Emmett Till, the 14-year-old black boy murdered in Mississippi in 1955 for allegedly leering at a white woman. Publicist Wyatt, oh boy. Yeah, what Cosby did and what happened to Emmett Till, not the same thing. Not at all. Not even close. Publicist Wyatt provides a more contemporary comparison. Cosby, like Trump's nominee to the U.S. Supreme Court and accused rapist Brett Kavanaugh, is the victim of a sex war. What is going on in Washington today with Judge Kavanaugh is part of that sex war that Judge Stephen O'Neill and his wife are a part of, said Wyatt, conflating the Cosby trial with Kavanaugh's confirmation process? What? Man, when you're guilty, they just say the craziest shit. It's like when Sandusky got sentenced, he went to jail. He said all this crazy shit. I don't even know how to break this down. What happened to Cosby is like what's happening to Brett Kavanaugh? Well, I guess they're both rapists. So maybe then Kavanaugh needs to go to prison too. If that's what, I'm down with that. If that's what publicist Wyatt is saying, if that's Cosby's, am I reading this right? Yeah, lock them both up. I'll put Kavanaugh in prison for 10 years or more. Back in 2004, the cause, this is the second story I've done from the Black Agenda Report. I really like their writing. It's a cool site. The link is in the show notes below. They cover a lot of really great stories in a really cool way. They're all about the indie media, man. Here's another thing Cause said in that speech in 2004. In terms the worst, he slandered poor black women in terms the worst white supremacists would admire. Quote, 5, 6 children, same women, 8, 10 different husbands or whatever. Pretty soon you're going to have to DNA cards to tell you we're making love to. You don't know who this is. It might be your grandmother. I'm telling you, they're young enough. Have you had a baby when you were 12? Baby turns 13 and has a baby. How old are you? Huh? Grandmother? By the time you are 12, you can have sex with your grandmother. You can keep those numbers coming. I'm just preaching. I'm just predicting. If I just put this quote up here and said, who do you think said this? You'd go, oh, some Klan guy. Some white supremacist dick who's probably in Trump's cabinet. That's who you would think said this, not Bill Cosby. Who, the first show the first show that he ever had on TV in the 60s, there were certain channels in the South that wouldn't carry it because they didn't want to carry a TV show with a black man in it. Who's now, 50 years later, saying this? Well, you'll have a lot of time to think about this when you're in prison. The black right wing, of which Cosby was a celebrity spokesman, holds the same opinion of lower-income black people as do white supremacists like the celebrity racist in the White House. They both pine for an era before the country was ruined by all sorts of liberations. Who's taking bets that Trump will pardon Cosby? Damn straight. Yeah, I'll put money on that. They're both rapists. They're both privileged. Both narcissistic serial abusers. We live in crazy times. But thank God there's independent media to sort through all of the insanity. Thank you for watching The Political Vigilante. Please go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood so I can keep covering stories that the mainstream media will not. Thanks for watching.